So welcome my dear students of class 10. The today video class is for the excretion in human. My dear students, before this video you have already learned about the morphological structure of kidney and the process of the excretion that is performed by the kidney and urinary system. It is also called the excretory system. So excretion takes place in the excretory system of human, which is consisted of a pair of kidney, urinary bladder, ureter, and renal vessels, renal artery and renal veins. Dear students, both kidney are having the unit, and that unit is called nephron. So the process of excretion takes place in each nephron, and this is the structure of nephron, single nephron, which is consisted of separately Malpighian capsule and loop of Henle. There are two parts: number one Malpighian capsule, and number two this is loop of Henle. My dear students, this Malpighian capsule is consisted of cup-like structure. This is the cup-like structure that form a U-shaped structure, which is called Bowman capsule. In this Bowman capsule, supply of the blood capillaries, supply of the arteries and arteriole in the form of net into it, so that the process of filtration of blood takes place into the Bowman capsule. My dear students, this Bowman capsule and glomerulus combinedly form the Malpighian capsule. So first part of the excretion that takes place into this Malpighian capsule are into the Bowman capsule, and it is because of the high osmotic pressure that is exerting into the blood vessels, so that the excretory substance, nitrogenous waste and other essential and non-essential content that can come out as the ultrafiltrate. The material which gets filtered is called ultrafiltrate from the blood vessels. This ultrafiltrate is also called glomerulus filtrate. This is glomerulus filtrate. Glomerulus filtrate. After the filtration, ultrafiltration in the first part of the nephron, the content like nitrogenous waste and essential amino acids, glucose, several inorganic ions, they run into the U-like structure, into the loop-like structure that is called the loop of Henle, which is made up of tubules, which is made up of secretory tubules. So this secretory tubule is having two ends. First end is the PCT and second end is the DCT. So PCT is the proximal convoluted tubule, while DCT is the distal convoluted tubule. Proximal and distal. PCT, that is the proximal, and DCT, that is the distal. So starting point, that is the proximal, and end point, that is the distal of this tubule. And this tubule-like structure is responsible for the second step of the excretion, and that step is called reabsorption. Dear student, this reabsorption takes place by the help of the secretory property of the tubule wall. These tubule wall absorb the essential materials from the nitrogenous waste into it, and it release this tubule wall, which is secretory property. It secretes that material into the tissue fluid, which is available into the net of the blood capillaries that is running around with the U-like structure that is called loop of Henle. and in this loop of Henry, the process of reabsorption takes place. By the help of this reabsorption, the second step of the excretion get completed, and in this second step of the excretion, that is called reabsorption, that is very important as far as the essential amino acids, glucose, inorganic ions are concerned. They should not go into this tubule, into the collecting duct, because they are essential for the body. They has to be absorbed by the body, by the blood capillaries, and these the final material that is excreted by this nephron is get collected into the collecting duct, which is connected with the tubule like structure, that is the end part of the nephron, and finally the nitrogenous waste along with the excess water that is in the form of urine get collected into the collecting duct, which is connected with the both ureters, right and left kidney side, and this is the complete process of excretion in human, and it is completed in 2 steps. Number 1 step is ultrafiltration, number 2 step is reabsorption. My dear students, the ultrafiltration produce ultrafiltrate. Ultrafiltrate means glomerulus filtrate. This is also called glomerulus filtrate. So these are the key points which you have to remember. Glomerulus filtrate or ultrafiltrate, that is produced due to the high osmotic pressure into the Bowman capsule, into the Malpighian capsule, and it produced in the first step of excretion. Later on, it runs into the tubule-like structure, which is of U type, and this is coiled tubule-like structure. It is having the secretory property, and the second step of the excretion completed as the reabsorption of the essential material. My dear students, in the ultrafiltrate, there are nitrogenous waste, amino acid, glucose, essential inorganic ions, etc. And these are essential materials, except nitrogenous waste has to be absorbed by the body. They should not go through the urine from the outside of the body. So this tubule-like structure is having the secretory property, and that material gets absorbed by the wall of this tubule, and later on that gets secreted into the tissue fluid. This is the tissue fluid. This tissue fluid is the reservoir for the all essential amino acids, glucose, ions, etc. From where the blood capillary they absorb the essential material like amino acid and glucose along with the inorganic ions, etc. So dear students, finally the nitrogenous waste, that is with the excess water, get collected into the collecting duct, and this collecting duct collects the urine, and as you know, the urine is the mixture of the urea with the excess water. So dear students, you have to remember the proximal and distal end, collecting duct, this DCT, the process of reabsorption, the Malpighian capsule where the process of ultrafiltration takes place. These are the key points that you have to remember. Dear students, in this unit of kidney, that is called nephron, if you see separately the structure of Malpighian capsule, suppose if you will be asked for the structure of Malpighian capsule, then you will be able to draw it as something like this. This is a cup-like structure. This is a cup-like structure, and this cup-like structure is called Bowman capsule. Bowman capsule. In the Bowman capsule, there are supply of blood capillaries, means arteries. Arteries get supplied into it, and in the form of the blood capillaries, where the process of ultrafiltration takes place. And in this process of ultrafiltration, the product which gets filtrated is called ultrafiltrate or glomerulus filtrate, because it is known as the glomerulus. This is glomerulus. Glomerulus. So this glomerulus and Bowman capsule combined called as a Malpighian capsule. Commonly called as a Malpighian capsule. And here you see the complete net of the blood capillary, means that is arteriole. Please note that in the Bowman capsule only arteriole form the net of the blood capillaries, not the venules or not the renal vein. There is no any role of the renal vein into the Malpighian capsule, because the process of ultrafiltration takes place into it, and the material which get filtered into it, into the Bowman capsule as a result of the high osmotic pressure, is called ultrafiltrate. Or glomerulus filtrate. It is the filtrate from the glomerulus, that is why it is called glomerulus filtrate. So my dear students, this is the complete structure and physiology of the excretion and structure of the nephron. What you are looking on the board, you have to learn it very carefully, and you have to learn the key points of this topic. Thank you very much for watching this video.